As the clock ticks towards the 2026 general elections, a nation holds its breath. Will Uganda witness a real change, or will the status quo prevail? Tonight, we delve into the heart of Uganda's opposition, a landscape marked by both hope and deep division. For decades, President Museveni and the National Resistance Movement NRM have dominated Uganda's political scene, but the opposition, a diverse group of parties and movements, aim to challenge the dominancy. However, fragmentation and infighting have become significant concerns. Key parties like Forum for Democratic Change, the FDC, have experienced splints. The Democratic Party, DP, has faced internal instability, and the National Unity Platform, NUP, is also dealing with internal conflicts. According to the acting president of People's Front for Freedom, His Worship Erias Lukwago, the political environment is not conducive to multi-party democracy. He believes that what exists is one man's rule.
Here, parties are set up to compete for power, to put up their manifesto. Today, if you ask me about the manifesto of PFF, I'll tell you, no, we don't have any. What we have right now is a philosophy. We have our constitution, of course, to regulate our operations and the structural framework. But what brings us together is that common philosophy that we need to engage in the liberation struggle, a non-violent one, under the command of Article 3 of the Constitution, which talks about resistance against any form of unconstitutional tendency.
Lukwago, however, attributes the fragmentation of the opposition to President Museveni's divide and rule tactics.
When you have an authoritarian rule, definitely there appears that you anchor it. So authoritarianism world over is anchored on certain pillars. One, propaganda. Two,
Lina Zendriga, the vice president of National Unity Platform, describes the fragmentation as a deliberate effort by the ruling government.
You and I know dictatorships operate by fragmenting everybody. Only the political parties that are fragmented.
She highlights how NUP is often wrongly portrayed as a Buganda party and the social pressures she faces as a woman.
Uganda is holistic. Look at the tribal fragmentation and identities, where they have been saying NUP is a Buganda party. That's why my name is called Nancha. Fragmentation is all over. So, on tribal basis, on religious basis, on class basis, they say, doctor, you are a very intelligent woman. You have a PhD, but why are you wasting your intelligence with these ghetto people for failures? You're a successful woman. This thing is so the fragmentation is everywhere. They are boxing us to identities. They are building walls around us.
Speaking to Kira Ismail, the spokesperson of Democratic Party, he says the party is focusing on reconstruction, renewing leadership, and reforming structures.
Following our party constitution, the first step is now to carry out the leadership renewal, which is happening very soon. The leadership renewal, that means that we are going to have leadership renewing from villages up to the district level, then we go to the delegates conference.
Kira emphasizes the need for an independent electoral commission and term limits for the presidency, drawing inspiration from Ghana's governance framework.
Uganda is interested to look at the electoral reforms, like actually to see that we get an independent, actually a true independent electoral commission, not in just words. Just like how it is done in Ghana. Ghana, no one leads Ghana beyond 2 terms. And that one is very clear.
In Kawoga village, Mukona residents like Timothy Mulungi expressed deep concerns. He says the opposition is divided and he believes that unity is the only way for opposition to compete with NRM.
When I see the political parties, opposition and political parties still not as one unit, I still sense that there is still a long way, because what they're trying to confront the sitting government with their experience and a lot of knowledge on how to handle the elections, I do believe it's going to be an uphill task for them because they would rather have worked as one unit, and as one unit, as one big unit, they can easily confront the ruling party.
Now, as Uganda approaches the 2026 general elections, the question remains, can the opposition unite and offer real change? The stakes are still high, and the future of Uganda's democracy hangs in the balance.